What do my gente? What's coming through once again? And on today's occasion, we're gonna talk about an incident that took place in CDCR. This time, it happened in Salinas Valley State Prison, level 4, 180, notorious prison, man. Super dangerous. And you know how people say, okay, Pelican Bay, this. Nah, Salinas High District Prison, super dangerous prison. Straight up. For those who've been locked up, you know what I'm talking about, right? And this occasion, it happened between Southsiders. They were Sallies, and they got into it, and somebody didn't make it, right? Sad situation. At the end of the day, somebody's going through it, and I'm not talking about the people who witnessed this, but actually the family of that inmate who became unalive. You know, you have to always think about that, man. These individuals have families. They got parents, man. No parent wants to see their kid, their child, in prison. And why I say child, even though the individual was 26 years old at the time, because a parent will always see their kid like that. You know, their children, they always see them like that, man. And imagine your kid is already in prison, then he becomes unalive. Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And nuestras condolencias to the family, man, that they're going through it. We cannot imagine what they're going through it. But this is what prison brings to you. And hopefully with stories like this, individuals can understand what actually takes place in prison. Because in this occasion, it was Celli's. For those who've been locked up, know what I'm talking about, man. But for those who don't, let me explain to you, man. When you have a Celli, especially a firme ass Celli, like good ass Celli, man, that you're making spreads, you work out with. Whenever you're struggling, he's helping you out with stuff. Whenever you need a message, he's calling your family. Let him rely on messages here and there, man. You open up sometimes on some G stuff, you know, talking about real stuff, man. And it's always said, man, it's just me and you against 999 people, you know. And that's what it is, bro. Like, some people see it that way, right? Other people, they don't see it that way, and they go with the movement, right? Which I guess you're supposed to do that. But come on, when they put you in that predicament, man, and where the man, your celly has to bounce, that's a messed up predicament. And one thing I can only say, man, the karma comes in every shapes and forms. So I'm just gonna say it. Nobody's guaranteeing this life. If this individual thinks that he's gonna be moving up in life, man, we'll see what happens, right? This individual was LWAP. He has all day. He don't have to worry about going to board. He's running amok in prison, and we'll see what happens, man. Only time is gonna tell. Simple as that, man. But before we continue with this video and tell you what took place, do not forget to hit the like and comment. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit the subscribe button, because it does not cost you nothing. And at the end of the day, you're trying to get to 10K by September 10. If we do that, we're going to do the one chip challenge. If we don't get to the goal, well, I guess I'm going to save up $50, right? So with this being said, let's talk about this incident, right? Because it happened on June 27 around 3:30, when cops decided to go to the cell of inmate Miranda and the cell of inmate Rodriguez. So some reason, right? It's 3:30, there's no movement. They had to hurt somebody, or of course they tell the porter, hey man, can you call the cops, man? I got an issue right here in my cell, right? Imagine those two are going at it. This is a level 4 180, right? So there's no punches. Somebody got hit. And most likely the guy who's unalive got hit, right? Somebody got hit pretty bad, to the point of he's done, right? So imagine you as a neighbor. For those who've been locked up, I don't know if it happened to you before, but it has happened to me. And where I hear my neighbors going at it like boom, 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 boom. And then you hear somebody, hey, they just tuvo, that's it. They're not stopping, and they're just going to the point where, like, damn, dude, like, what's about to happen right now? And you know, something takes place, right? It is a crazy thing, but I'm gonna tell you the reality. You might be like, you know what, like, damn, that's crazy, but the following that, it is what it is. Same program. We don't think, I don't know. I think, and when you're locked up, you don't see that as much, as you don't get affected as much with that. You know, you get used to it. You're like, oh, just another person. It is what it is, right? This is what life is. This is what life is in prison, right? And that's what it is. That's what it is, 100%. But on this occasion, they went at it. This individual stabbed his Sally. unalive him. The cops went to his cell. At that point, of course, the cops gonna tell, hey, Miranda, cuff up, man. Like, what happened? Like, damn, crazy. Miranda's coming out of his cell with the chest up, acting like he did something. Guarantee I can play that scenario right here. That's how usually people come out. Like, they just giving a show. Like, yeah, I did this. I did this. You know, that individual is over there unalive. You don't know how this vato decided to get off on him, right? Maybe when he was using the restroom, maybe when he was distracted, he did what he did, and now he's going to the hole, which he don't care. This individual, Miranda, he came into the system in 2013. He got sent to LWAP. He came from Contra Costa County. As for the deceased, Inmate Rodriguez, that individual came in 2019 with the 15-year sentence, man. With the 15-year sentence from Orange County. Got unalive at the age of 26. He still had a gang of life in front of him. That's crazy, man. But this is the reality of prison, bro. This is what happens in prison. This individual is supposed to be your buddy, man. Your buddy. Your homeboy. Your cuartero. But guess what? When it comes down to those politics, this is what happens. At the end of the day, I'm not telling nobody what to do, but I'm showing you what happens in these places. Simple as that, man. You make your life decisions. Simple as that. I'm nobody to tell you what to do. You're entitled to do whatever you want. But I'm showing you what takes place. Because trust me, if they have an amigo next door, trust me, those guys are celebrating. They're like, oh man, gracias for doing the job for me. I do highly appreciate it, man. Keep doing and moving on your people. You know, we have to understand that the game has changed now with people in those places with eyes on everything. You cannot put nothing under the rug, and things are gonna happen. That's what happened. That's why places have become more dangerous. Now, there's no hiding. There's no such thing as playing favoritism here and there. Nah, this person wants this done, and if somebody messed up, trust me, he's gonna have somebody make a move. And on this occasion, it was the Cellis. Celli had to make a move. That's some crazy ass stuff, man. You know, of course, Miranda, he don't care about it. He's an Elwa. He's never gonna go to board, you know. So he's like in a playground, like, hey man, I'm right here, man. Sign me up. Let me do this. Let me do this. Like, it's just nothing. It does not affect him as much, you know. The only thing is gonna affect him is because he's gonna go to the hole, but that's it, man. Other than that, he's collecting points and he's gonna be up for the next one. You know, get another tattoo, show all what you did and stuff like that, and you good, homie. You know, but don't get comfortable. Do not get comfortable, because what goes around comes around. You never know. Nobody is secure when it comes down to playing those games. You know, it only takes to play that game with the individual who's better, bigger than you, and trust me, it's gonna backfire like a motherfucker, man. This is a reality of prison. This is what happened in Salinas Valley, and this is what's gonna continue to happen to CDCR till this day, man. Ain't nothing gonna change this. Oh, you want to lock everybody out? The damage is done. I mean, this is a non-stopping thing. But at the end of the day, man, we have to understand that these individuals, man, there are human beings. Yeah, they messed up. Yeah, they're paying their crime, and it doesn't seem like there's no sign of stopping. You know, cruel reality of CDCR, cruel reality of prison in general. That's what it is, man. Your own homeboy, your own Celli unalives you. And all for what? Because he prefers the movement than you, and he's on the right. You know, he's on the right. Ain't nobody is obligated to do this. Which some people when they get that wheel and be like, hey man, you need to do this to your Celli. They're like, hey Celli, they want me to move on you, homie. So I'm not gonna do this. Seems like that's the end of both of you guys' careers, you know. And I guess some people get that bond. Some people just don't care about that. And always keep that in mind, you know. If you go in there, if you decide to go into prison, stay and play the game, just understand this. You're right there by yourself. Doesn't matter if somebody acts like they're your homeboys. Does not matter. Because in the minute that you messed up, the minute that your name pops up, they're not going to second guess it. They're going to do what they have to do. And it shows you that at the end of the day, you are not that camarada. So you always will be by yourself. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. I hope you enjoyed this video. A ver, pórtense bien. Saludos.